get your mouth.
Alright guys, I'm taking a look at a dash camera. I'm actually just indoors right now because it's too hot to be sitting outside in the car for me. I apologize, I can't show you that, but I will show you some video from the actual camera. Right now I want to go over some of the specifics of the camera, and we're not going to touch base on every single aspect in great detail, but we're going to kind of just skim over some of the specifics. So the unique feature about this particular camera is the fact that it has a dual camera setup. So if you're a taxi driver, Uber driver, Lyft driver, something like that, or if like me, you like to go or used to like to go on trips when you're doing some kind of driving event and you want to record the reaction of yourself or people in the car to see how they're experiencing what they're seeing outside of the car, you can do that sort of in a picture-in-picture simultaneously, because you can do front and rear in-cabin view at the same time. So it's a really cool aspect, and it does 1080p for both. Now if you wanted to, you can go with a higher setting for the front camera, up to I think 2K, so there's an option to do that. You have WDR, wide dynamic range, you have night vision, there's a parking sensor, so if you are parked and someone bumps your car, it's going to come on for 30 seconds and record, hopefully catch whoever it is that bumped your car so that you can use that for insurance purposes. It has a G sensor for like collision detection, where it will lock a file upon detection of an accident so that that file is saved so that you can go back and reference that particular file. Another cool thing about it is you could actually power it via USB, or you could power it through your auxiliary or cigarette lighter type port, and it's just a USB, it's a mini USB type connection. So it does include this cable is included, but it also includes with it a somewhat short USB cable, so that may or may not be an option depending upon your specific setup, but you could power it that way. I'm actually powering it that way right now. I'll show you the camera here in a moment. I want to show you what's included first. So you have a warranty card, sort of a happy, sad, contact us if you need us and share your experience type card. And then you have a user manual, which actually is quite thick, and it's actually a pretty good user manual, has some good information, it's pretty easy to follow. It's a little small, but not tiny, so that's good for someone like me who can't see that great. And one thing I really do like about it is the mounting that they chose to use. I wished it was a sticky gel, but it's not. So that could be improved on, but it is a suction cup as opposed to like a 3M adhesive or other type adhesive. So when you stick it on, you're not just stuck with it. You can pop that, off and on just like that. And because it's not super heavy, this is sufficient. It actually does work quite well. I did try it, test it out, of course, in that regard. And it has a ball joint here, so you can kind of move this around and kind of place it, wherever you like. Another cool aspect about this camera is that it is a Wi-Fi capable camera, so you can connect it with your phone. So I have to move the camera a little bit. So this is the camera, and I wrote it down. It has a 2.4 inch screen. Yeah, 2.4 inch screen. So this is the camera for the front, and then that's for the back. This USB cord is way too short. I thought it was a little longer than this. So basically, when you want to adjust, you can kind of move this around so you can see pointing up or down depending upon what you need to do for your particular setup. So I don't know how well that shows up for you there, but you can see it's sort of a picture-in-picture. So you have, well, my hand here and my finger there, and then you have the camera back here simultaneous, which is very cool. And the buttons are across the bottom that allow you to control and navigate. It's not too hard to do. You can go through and set the resolution, all that stuff. But this is the cool part, and I'm just going to leave the camera sitting down there. you kind of know what the camera looks like. It's not a big deal. So this is the big deal. You actually have this app. Try to get it where it's not reflecting. So you can see, well, the front camera is sort of facing me right now. You can see, and then the back camera is just facing the box that it came in, so that's where it's laying, so that's why it's kind of dark like that. But this is the actual view, and you can see here I can record or snap a photo right from the phone, so that's cool. A lot of people are going to have their phones mounted in a place where they can get to them relatively easily, so it's kind of nice to have this, because even though you do have sort of a 2.4-inch live view on the screen, if you enact like a screensaver type feature, it's going to dim out, or if you push the button you can have the screen turn off and on. So it doesn't come with an SD card, so you will need to supply your own SD card. I think I just have like a 32 gig in here. You can choose the loop recording to the desired amount that you want. So let me do like this. So this is what it looks like in landscape mode on your phone. So you have recorded video, picture, record, and photo. You have the different buttons and things. There are more aspects to this app. It's sort of a community type based app if you want to log in and join. We're not going to look into that part. I don't care about that part as much. You can see it's recording because it has a little flashing red LED here. And if I hit this little gear icon, that's what I really wanted to show you. It actually has Wi-Fi password, sound recording. You can choose to do yes or no, turn that off and on. Timing, it's supposed to be watermark, but it's misspelled, so hopefully they fixed that in the app. So obviously they're not 100% on top of the game, but they've done a pretty good job overall. Cyclic recording time, right now I have it set for 10 minutes, so it's going to loop every 10 minutes. Of course, if you have an accident or something like that, those files will be locked, so those won't be looped, and you won't have to worry about that. Impact sensitivity, so if you're setting your parking monitor, it says once vehicle collision happens, the video is not covered. When the collision is automatically locked, it will be the evidence for accident. So basically, as I said, locked, it's not going to be overwritten. You don't have to worry about that. You can adjust the sensitivity. I have it set for medium. You can also turn that off. This does have night vision. You have the recording quality. So this is the different recording qualities that are available. Hopefully you can kind of make that out and see that. So you have a lot of options. I'm doing 1080p at 30 frames per second, front and rear. I think that's fine. I'm happy with that. And then you have format and factory reset. So again, there's some spelling, the way things are worded, and they have capital letters on everything except for the bottom, factory reset. It's lowercase for the beginning of the letters. So yeah, there's some slight issues that need to be addressed as far as making it just look more cohesive in the app. But overall, it connected relatively quickly and easily, so no complaints or issues there. And it's very easy to switch and change. So there's photo mode. And now it says take a photo. So if I hit take a photo, we've now taken a picture. And if I hit the little record icon at the bottom, switching to record mode, now it says record. So now I can manually go in and do different things with this. So it's kind of cool that it has that option. Now I just hit, well, let me go back so you can see. It says connecting. It takes a few seconds when you change modes, but you see where it has video and picture. So if I want to review picture, I touch picture, and I just formatted the card before I started this video, so there would be nothing but new files created. So you can see the picture there. So if I click on that, you can see the picture I just took. I don't know how well it's showing up for you there, but you can see that. So pretty cool. And you can hit the download button if you want to save, save and everything. I don't care about saving that photo. Again, you're going to hit the connecting every time you go back. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just super, super easy. You can touch the screen to see the resolution up here. You also have the full screen button if you want to change to full screen or landscape type mode. So yeah, super easy to operate. The app is pretty intuitive. So I wanted to show you that simply because it's way, way simpler. This is what the app looks like when you're on the main screen here. so you can connect your device. And then you have community, album, and mine. And mine is basically like your personal information and stuff, like my share, my report, version information, feedback, and it says software protocols, kind of like end user license agreements, what it looks like. So, but yeah, the community part, that's going to show you a bunch of different videos and things from other users. You can log in and you can create an account. I don't care about any of that aspect. I'm not into the community aspect, but that's kind of the design. And then if you go to the main screen here, device, that's where you can actually see. So I just want to show you quickly, somewhat quickly, the actual camera app so you would see, because this is where you're really going to change probably most of, if not all of your settings, or most people I imagine will, because it's way simpler and easier. You do have the bottom here. If I push the button, you can see the screen is off. If I push it again, it lights back up. And then you have your, there's like an OK button, and I believe there's a menu button, up and down navigation, and OK. And the OK is in between the up and down, but it's a little hard for me to see those, but you can kind of get an idea. There's the buttons across there. I just find it easier to make the adjustments within the app, but I will show you. Let me see. I'm going to hit OK to disconnect. So this is what it looks like, and you can see all the different information surrounding. I don't know how well it's going to show up for you, but hopefully that shows up for you pretty well. Again, sorry about that. I thought this cable was a little bit longer. Obviously, it's not. Now, this thing does get a little warm, so I don't know what would happen if you were in an environment that's extremely hot. I know some people like when I visited Arizona, it's like 120 plus degrees. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I assume it wouldn't be. I assume they took into account for that type thing. But you can feel a little bit of warmth over here on the side where the interface is for the charge and the SD card and everything. So, but that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. The mounting point here at the top. You have your micro SD card slot on the side right here, as well as your power. So, I mean, that's the main things I wanted to show you. Menu, if you press the menu button, you can see the menu. It's not super hard to see, but I still prefer the app because for me that's easier. I can see it a lot better. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show you an overview. It's too hot, like I said, to do it outside, but I'm going to go ahead and plug it up in the car again and get it going with some fresh video and show you, hopefully I can show you some nighttime. It's a little harder for me to drive at night, so I try not to, but I'll take a little quick drive and show you what it looks like both in day and night. And we'll just kind of go through a parking lot so you can see a multitude of different colors and vehicles and different things, so you can get an idea of hopefully what you can expect from the actual camera. I think it does a pretty good job as a whole, and maybe I'll do a little narration of sort as we're driving, just to give you an idea of what the audio sounds like. And other than that, I'll leave a link below and try to leave some other information below the video. You can find out more about this by reading that information, checking out that link, and checking out the images that preceded the video. I think I've rambled long enough. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So check out these examples, and otherwise, thanks for watching. Record mode. Now it says record, so now I could like manually go in and do different things. Alright, so just real quick, I wanted to show you what it looks like in the car, and obviously if I crank the car up, it's going to power itself right up and start recording automatically. So it's as simple as that. Of course, this cable is designed to be ran up and along, and depending upon, you know, the vehicle you have, how you want to mount this. If you want it to be transferable to other cars, obviously you may not want to do that, or you may want to pick up a second setup as far as the cable. But this thing is like, I don't know, ridiculous long. I have no idea how long it is, but you can run this thing quite a ways. So anyway, that's it. I just want to show you real quick that it fires up. This is probably where I'll keep it sort of centered in the vehicle. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I just want to show you it mounted in the vehicle so you can see the perspective and, you know, see the demo video perspective. Okay, there you go. That's it.